us all believers. A generation of renegades. We don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, can you see our light guide us home? We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space. All the faces in this ocean come together, making memories in motion. We're the traces of the chosen. Let's come together with a heart wide open. A generation of renegades. We don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, find your spaceship and let it take you home. We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space. They're gonna see us from outer brother, sister, star drifters. We're the traces of the chosen. We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space.
Okay, let's get this thing started. We are here. Right, folks, how we doing? We good? Alright. Impact, guys? You hear me?
Hello?
There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, okay. Go on, give me a heart attack there. I thought I had some settings wrong. Those who...
We're just watching 1v1. Vanish
yeah.
versus Seth.
Those who for those who have just joined us, like these are our weekly in-houses. Obviously, Illithx is usually hosting these. Unfortunately, he cannot be with us today, but we wish him the best wherever he is. But no, we've got some cool games going on. But it's going to be hosted by myself and Crayola. So we've got a few good games. We're just waiting for people to join. For those who don't know how to join, ! Join in the chat and you'll be able to get involved. Watch some interesting 1v1s going on at the moment. Crayola, would you like to elaborate on what is going on here with the old 1v1s? Come on, call it out, bro.
With the 1v1s. Well,
King Vanish is... Yeah. Seth is feeding.
Well, not feeding.
Run away!
Doing thief tactics of just stealth up and... Oh, through the wall! Oh!
I did not know that was possible.
There you go, people. Big brain plays right there. Hopefully we can get some games going. So, how many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We maybe need one more. Get things going. Oh man, feeling good. I got my cup of tea. I'm ready. Rope a pagan net, bringing out. Oh man, I'm liking it. I like to see the great sword. The great sword on the guardian here. Power core guard. You don't see it often. Surprisingly effective though. Just unfortunately that sword main hand just does like little to no damage. Greatsword puts out quite a good amount. Some interesting combos here. Let's have a look at some of the... Making use of the speed rune instead of making probably more power runes. It's just quite an interesting choice. Maybe Rune of the Warrior might be a better choice. I'm not sure. Pagan Net. Maybe try Rune of the Warrior if you're after that vitality. I suppose the swift distraction. Okay, I see it. So you want in the swift distraction. So you can go super fast with retreat. That's probably the combo there. I'm just gonna going through your build the Pagan Net man. Let's have a. I like the inner theory crafter in me. Alright, so we've got okay, so we're doing retribution. Tell these sequence increase damage. Okay. Virtues. I think Zeal might even be an interesting choice for you. The Vega instead of Radiance, no? Zeal no good? No? Because I suppose you could get the might gains. That's more what I was thinking. And then you get the might gains with the increased damage. And the one which has increased damage when people are burning. Oh, am I being an idiot? Fair enough. Who have we got? So for those in the chat who want to get involved in tonight's in-house games, we've got just type !join. Like this, and I don't know why the bot is not working. That's rather frustrating. I need to do some investigatory work. Because
that's okay. We're having technical difficulties because Sneaker is not professional. So
yeah, well, this is known that I'm like the most unprofessional person, right? Okay.
Most definitely.
Let's do mod. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now, if we do this, still no. Right, let me have a look at my commands, see what we've got going. Okay, for some reason we have 0 commands on there. That's a kick. I have no idea why. That's probably the reason why. Okay. Let me get some shit going. While these are all going on, Krill, you can talk and talk about what's going on.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get a game going. So whoever's here, we should just join up and let's get a game going. I want to play. You can play some things.
No, I'm not going to play because I'm sorting this stuff out.
Welcome, one and all, to week 13 of In-House Leagues. We're hosting matches, whatever we kind of want to do. Everything's up for grabs.
Okay, there's that one. This is a duplicate entry. What? Okay. This is very unusual. So we've got obviously. Default. Yeah. Settings. I'm gonna have to have a look at this afterwards because it's saying that we've got no commands, but we can't add the ones I'm wanting. Exclamation mark. Okay, that is unusual. I will have to do some investigating so we do not have our info there. Okay, so we've got 2 teams. Let's get 2 teams going, guys. Those who want to join, that is the information for the Discord. Impact on the core necro today.
I think everybody's watching the tournament, actually. So.
Yeah, the tournament's probably going to be... It's going to be dragging a lot of people over, which I do not blame them. It's going to be good.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay. Understand why though that Cloudbot is being a bitch. I don't get it. I'll have to do. So if you want info, guys, just message in the chat. So we're gonna need one more on the blue team. We can have probably. We've got 2 thieves, which is probably not the ideal sort of scenario. Got.
I can switch to whatever. Warrior or something.
Yeah, if you can switch to Warrior, that would actually balance the teams out just a little bit then. Noxie is running. Okay. So we've got that. Big enough. King Garnished. What have we got? Yeah, no class stacking, ideally. We've got the usual rules of the no class stacking unless they are fulfilling different roles completely. So, for example, the Condi Herald and the Power Herald. 2 different builds under the same thing. You can have a Burn Guard and a Side Noder, Bunker, Symbol Monkey Guard. Those things are allowed. Ooh. I need to make that a little bit smaller.
You know what I think would be really good coaching one-on-one? Like, I mean, one-on-all. Like, if everybody just stay in the same voice channel as the game's going, and whoever's not playing actually commented.
I know. Depends what people want. I get what you mean. Just depends if people want that. Ooh. Do this. So I'm fiddling with a stream setup, seeing what people look. Yeah, unfortunately the bot is not wanting to play today. I'm not sure why, so sorry for those who are typing !thief. Usually it would say this. That's usually what it would say if the bot was going on, but unfortunately, bot's not working, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to do some investigating after the thing. All right, can we get one more? So what have we got? We've got Core Necro and Reaper. We need one more on the red team. We've got some people in chat. A support would be really, really good on the red team there. Interesting build by Plaguenet. Always crying coming in with the. Okay, so what have we got? Red team a little bit disadvantaged by what they do. Is the other team have? Could be the better lineup. I might. What do we think? Jasmine? What do you think? Are you playing? Or
No.
no? What do you think? Swap Pepega with Always Crying, just to make it first, and then they've got Power and.
It's so hard to see on the stream.
Right. That's Hey, how you doing, Dante? Right. I feel like we should just need to get a game going just to warm everybody up.
You think skill-wise, or you mean because of the?
I think it's just in general. But I think let's just get a game going. I think it should be all right.
Yeah.
Right, let's get it on. Right, if we can ready up, players. No, we won't get the comms. I'll try and do my best to get some shoutcasting going and.
You're gonna shoutcast?
I will attempt it, Krill. You know, I will attempt it.
Sorry.
But yeah, if we get some people in the thing, we can get people then into comms with each other. At least you can call out where the degenerate thieves are at, and how many stacks of burning you have on you from Papeganet.
Not everybody's in the Discord.
I noticed. Right, you bunch of degenerates. Can we start doing?
Alright.
Let's just get this going. I need to do some quick. That's that. Right, I'm gonna game start. You're taking too long. Bunch of degenerates. Okay, red team. We got the. Okay, good. Impact is trying to be a sneaky boy, getting blue team degenerate. There's me and you, Jasmine. Okay, so we've got the two teams. We're going to go down the red team first. We've got King Vanish running a pretty standard side node warrior on the Spellbreaker. We've got Crayola running DP Thief. He's a wannabe sneakers. Kostari Senpai running. Oh, he's running the new degenerate. This is sort of the new build. Well, it's not really new. It's kind of just coming back, I would say. Is the Celestial Kala build. Really strong for holding the nodes. Got RDM Fear bringing out a Power Core Necro by the looks of things. Oh no, is it? No, Power Reaper. Standard Power Reaper with a Lich. Always Crying bringing out a great sword build here. So the team fight is opening up on the mid fight, putting a lot of sort of AoE down. Papeganet is using that DH build to sort of put a lot of burning onto the node. If people group up in those symbols, it's a really degenerate. So Papeganet get really focused, which is a really good target for the red team. RDM Fear being dropped here. I don't believe they'll be able to get the res. The Stab Road is going down, but the battle standard does sort of go down, unable to get anything for that. Red team now on the back foot. Blue team sort of can get control of the map here, so we're going to get to see the Thief 1v1 happening on red team's home node. Krill kind of pushing for that, hoping for it, making use of the black powder there to blind anything coming in his way, and sort of just going to out stealth them. Meanwhile, we've got King Vanish on the far node, sort of keeping that there. Ghost Daddy Senpai's looking for the 2v3. This is sort of quite a good matchup. If they can hold this on their far node, it means the rest of the team can create huge sort of pressure on the rest of the map. So King Vanish looking for the 1v2 now. The blue team Thief pushing off. It's sort of into the mid fight. We've got the larger fight coming on in the mid fight here. So red team again holding that mid fight. We've got Crayola, RDM Fear, and Always Crying, putting a lot of pressure on Papeganet. But problem with that DH build is that it can just lock down a node and just put so much pressure. You've got to kind of get it go down. Papeganet dropping down, but if he's got his symbols down, it's going to be a lot of burn coming out. There's Connie's coming out, but red team are able to sort of cleanse them out of the way and get Papeganet out. That's a huge sort of pick for their team now. Pig Dress sort of making use of the Lich on the 2v1. Bit overkill there, but it has guaranteed them the node. Meanwhile, On red team's home node, GhostDaddy is sort of picking up that node, spreading the fight over. But the 2v1, so the thieves fighting on that midpoint over here, and meanwhile we have got RDMP here picking up that mid node. So while this is going on, red team seems to have picked up 2 nodes here, so they've got map control. If they can sort of hold this and stall it as much as possible, really good choice by GhostDaddy Senpai here is sort of holding on to this node. He wants to be their side node. Meanwhile, the thief is getting this cheeky decap there by Claire. Red team pushing onto that mid fight. King Vanish sort of going back on just to sort of hold it. Red team kind of want to push this like 2 node comp. Both these teams have got sort of 2 node comps. Arguably red could make use more of the 3 node, but red team could make huge value with the support warrior. So Sethi sort of grabbing up that mid node here. Apologies for my terrible shoutcasting, folks. Let's have a look. So Skyhammer is now in play. We've got a huge team fight happening on red team's home node. Blue team is just need to really stall this out. We've got at the same time Paganite is going up to pick up the home node onto the Skyhammer. Sort of really good map for the Dragon Hunter, because that objective, if a lot of teams sort of ball onto that there, it's going to pick them up. This is going to give them a huge advantage now. So that's decapped red team's home node. Red team really need to capitalise on this. Krail is already down. They seem to be getting a res on him to get him back up. Ardian Fear sort of going down. Oh, they have picked up Pink Dress, but the Battle Standards has got a great res there. Really good play. Red team now on the back foot. Let's just see what's happening on the rest of the map. So we've got. So at the same time, we've got Always Crying sort of push, doing the right thing and trying to split the fight here. So what they've done there, they've sort of knew they were losing, pushed the fight onto the red team's home node. Meanwhile, King Vanish is getting chased as well, and nothing he can do against that. Always Crying, making for the bold res. Can he get it? It looks like he is going to get that. That's a good opportunity for them to take down sort of Impact here. But Impact, the traps are just so dangerous to sort of watch out for and can put so much pressure. Like at the moment, we've got 5 stacks of burning on King Vanish, and it just means Papagenet can kind of just put all his symbols, his swords, traps, everything down that body, and there's nothing really you can do at that point. So meanwhile, while all this is going on, we have got the 3v2 happening on the home node. GhostDaddy Senpai making great use of the Kala Renegade, because it just puts so much pressure on the node. You can't really, there's nothing you can do. A really good counter to it though is the Dragon Hunter burn and the Scourge, because you can sort of take him like out AoE them from range, which is kind of what you need to do. It's really interesting 1v1 choice by Sethi here. You've got really no decap potential. Sethi just wants to be getting out of that as soon as possible, because it's not ideal for them. You've got the Reaper and the Renegade sort of putting the pressure on here. Quite a close game though so far. Sethi being focused here by Crayola. Really good choice of targets. If they drop that the Warrior, there's not much the blue team has in the ways of sort of support, while red team can sort of, or every single one of them can handle their own respectively. So Pink Dress being fairly pressured here, making use of the great kite spot on top of the portal. They have got the Spectral Walk Up, in fact this has consult. So now they're being chased, they're going to be making use of the great kite spots. RDM Fear being hugely pressured now. They've got a lot of stacks of Torment. When he comes out of his shroud, he's got nothing. Huge pickup there for the team. Sethi going for the Stomp. Baconet is popping down all of his AoEs, so there's not much they can do. Again, Pink Dress is sort of being chased by King Vanish, trying to kite as much as they can. Easy pickup for Crayola there. They're going to be getting the Stomp for that. So meanwhile, all this is going on, red team have got control of the map. If they sort of can pressure onto the rest of it, this is going to be a huge snowballing opportunity for red team here. So we've got GhostDaddy Senpai doing the right thing of just pushing on to Skyhammer. All he has to do is delay it. Red team do have the caps as at the top here. So all they have to do is sort of delay it. Even if they get it, it's a positive. If not, if they delay it, they get a large point gain from it. So meanwhile, all this is going on. Sethi fighting the 3v. He needed some peels there. So we had Pink Dress and Papagenet sort of didn't look like they were peeling from him. Papagenet putting huge AoE pressure down. They're able to get the rally. That burn is just degenerate. Okay, we got one. We need one person to jump in for red team. Okay. We got Noxy doing the Admiral thing of jumping in for red team, which is perfect for them. We're pretty. By the looks of things, I think it's back in. Right. Okay. So meanwhile, Krill looks like he's being pressured. Let's just hold on. Let's have a look at the map. So we've got at the moment. We've got King Daddy Senpai on the home node. We've got Beganek picking up their home node for blue team. So it's going to put them in a 1v1, like a 1 node each. So we're mid is going to be sort of the key thing here. But red team seems to be making a bit more of a far push. We've got Varnish in the 1v2, sort of trying to survive, do his best to survive here. But he's got the Condi pressure from the Impact is just a little bit too much here. Going down, Impact, I believe, is Impact running a? Ooh, I just realised Impact is running a power, like a Demolisher, a Demolisher Core Necro. That's a really interesting choice of build. It can catch a lot of people off guard. Doing things like that where people expect a certain build on one class can be really impactful, and you'd be surprised at how much damage like the Shroud from one can actually put out. We've got Pink Dress bringing out the Lich here. Noxy's probably not going to be able to make use of it unless they have that Shield 5 available, which is what they need to be bringing out. They just popped it and didn't hold it. Not much you can do. So meanwhile, all this is going on. Red team have lost Noxy, but they are picking up the rest of the map, which is really, really strong for them. They're going to be picking up a 2-cap here. If they can just sort of stall this out, that's exactly what red team need. King Varnish sort of making a great opportunity here. He's going to be in a 2v1 by the looks of things. If Papagonet pushes onto him, he's going to be pushing onto that node. Papagonet sort of doing the runner. Claire is not a great choice. Like, yes, they are running the DP thief with a lot of blinds, but it's still not ideal for King Varnish because they can sort of hold the node and push onto it. Meanwhile, the rest of the blue team is pushing onto the mid fight here. Krill, a really good opportunity for him to go +1 far, which is exactly what he's doing. He's kind of got out of that situation. He's going to go support, take down the enemy thief, which is just not enough damage there. But looks like meanwhile all this going on, blue team are picking up the mid fight, but red team are sneaking in the Skyhammer all while this is going on. But Pagonet is sort of pushing in with the DH. It's going to be a really good opportunity for Pagonet to show off his AoE. Who's got the better AoE? It seems that Pagonet with a burn is just coming through. There's not much Ghost Daddy can do with this. He has got some really strong. And the +1 there from Claire has just sort of secured it. So it just proves that the DH can sort of out damage and out AoE. Making use of that Shield of the Avenger is a really interesting choice because the projectiles from Kala basically control it. That is how Kala revolves. So he uses projectiles, and Pagonet can just put all of the AoEs down. He's got Sword of Justice, he can throw a little Test of Faith down, and there's not much players can do. Like Ardy and Fear sort of fearing that, and Krill is trying his best to dip in and out of it. King Varnish coming in is the ideal person on the red team to sort of hold this. He is the duelist. He can fight on this node. He has got Shake It Off, but will the burns be too much? Meanwhile, all this is going on. Blue team have picked up the home node, which is really, really good for them. Just depends on who's going to win that Skyhammer. That is sort of going to decide this sort of side of the game. We've got red team pick up their home node. We've got Noxy and Krill sort of holding that there. Meanwhile, blue team are pushing onto the far node, onto red team's home node here. We've got Claire sort of trying to 1v1 with Noxy, which is not really an ideal situation. But Noxy is running the Greatsword Power Guardian, which could be ideal. If Claire's got enough blind, they could make use of it. But they do have the smite condition on a lot of things. But Noxy picked up that there. We've got the 2v. Ooh, now we've got the 2v1 happening on that node. We've got the Necro sort of helping out with the Corruption. That's going to make a huge difference. Meanwhile, red team are really committing onto the hammer here, which is going to be perfect for their situation now. So they just have to stall this out, like we were saying before. It's not about winning. If you're winning on Skyhammer, it's not about winning the hammer every time. It's about stalling it out. So having one guy in there, yes, if he drops, you can send another one. But if you're winning the rest of the map and you've already got two caps, you don't have to hard commit onto it. It's the other team who has to hard commit. And if you can just stall it out, throw a bunker onto the hammer, it's really good value. Meanwhile, we are seeing Impact and Pink Dress, the two Necros sort of picking on Ghost Daddy here. They're doing a really good job though of holding that 1v1 knock. Krill, interestingly, pushing into the 2v3 there. So I don't know if he was trying to stealth them out, but at this point he wants to be going for maybe a sneaky decap on the far node here. So the objective of the thief is sort of to create opportunities. You don't want to be pushing it. If your side node or bunker is fighting 1v3, you just ignore them. Let them do that. Go win the rest of the map. So right now, Where's Krill? Let's have a look and see what he's doing. So he's pushing onto the mid fight. He is trying to get the kill on Keeper Sephi, which is sort of a great target to go for. But this is where he could make huge value by just getting the decap. He could just, if he gets the decap on that node, which is exactly where he's going now, then it means red team have got their lead. As red team right now picking up their home node, they've got the. It looks like they're pretty close to getting mid. Krill should be trying to get that decap just to secure it. Like, they're not far behind, I believe. Impact again putting all of his down. He's getting fairly pressured by Krill. A really good opportunity now for a backstab finish. Making use of that shroud just to survive that a little bit longer. Meanwhile, we've got King Varnish holding. Looks like red team is sort of committing onto Skyhammer, which is the right move here. They're in the lead. If they get rid of the point A, blue team's node, they're in a good position. Meanwhile, we have got Claire sort of decapping. Oh, this is great play. So Claire is decapping the node here. So all while this is going on, we have got the fight going on. Pagonet going down, which is a really smart target for red team because he can drop all the AoE. Oh, this is big. This is big. Red team sort of leveling the playing field here now. Blue team are on the back foot. They've got 3 players down. Red team are just going to stagger the respawn. So Varnish just got to like let Pagonet just sort of bleed out a little bit. They've got three people on the back foot. Red team sort of need to create this opportunity, kill the rest of them, and keep those respawns staggered. So Claire doing a right opportunity now and just trying to split the map and not let red team capitalize on this too much. We are only got 1 minute and 30 seconds left of the game. It is doable for blue team, but they need to sort of get a team wipe. But red team, this could be the final nail in the coffin here. Varnish is just sort of sitting on far node. That's going to be just impossible to remove. As long as he sits on the node, there's nothing they can do. Blue team are hard committing now into the mid fight, trying to win at least one node in their favor and trying to get some kills. If they can get some kills, they might. I doubt they can get this point lead in 50 seconds. I think this is the game thrown into red team. But that was a brilliant first game to get things started. I'm just gonna let this play out. It's really key. King Varnish making huge value for the rest of the team there, and as well as Ghostani Senpai. Well, the bunkers did a really good job. There was a lot of situations there for both teams where the bunkers and the side node is carried because they were creating value. If they were in an outnumbered fight, it allowed the rest of their team to sort of go around and win elsewhere. That was a good game. That was a good game, guys. Fantastic.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Okay, we've got people filling up. That was actually quite a good game, guys. I'm gonna MVPs are the bunkers. For those who were side noding, good job, because you would create huge value there for your team. I was like, every time I looked over, I was like, meanwhile, we've got 1v2 happening on this node. We've got 1v2 happening here. So it's really good. Let's bring RDM up. There you go, RDM. I'll bring you into the pie. Okay, well, what are we doing? We're doing team captains now?
Well, you said you should do 3-3, right? So.
Yeah, so we'll do a team cap. We've done one for you to join. Let's get a team captain. Who wants to be captains? Anybody?
I could do it.
Join a team. 2 seconds, I need a way of deciding. In fact, if I could just Google coin flip, because I'm lazy, I'm not going to find a coin. Okay, we've got Keeper and Isa. Okay, right, you guys ready? Isa, or in fact, red team, heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Flipping. Tails, so you get first pick.
Sneakers.
You can't have the host. Oh.
Damn it. I'll pick Crayola.
Okay, so you've got Crayola. Isa, who would you like on your team? Oh, it's just really good as well, both supports. Lorena, what is Lorena running this week? That's the question, is what is Lorena running this week? Is Lorena here?
Indeed. Yeah, it's me.
Is Lorena here then? Oh yeah, I'll play as me. Okay. Do you want to join?
Let's assume.
Okay, Lorena's. Okay, well Garkos is blue then. Go. Yeah, it's nice to move. Red team. What do you? Okay. Ooh, Garkos being degenerate. I like it. Let's see who we can get.
Yeah, they have a Condit Thief, then a Warrior aside first, but tough.
Who would you like? Well, you can talk. You can talk team strats afterwards. Hey, Lorena, you're a bit too slow.
You, I was
I'll just
in
be
the
punished.
Right, you could have kicked me just that.
No, it's cool. It's just Isa was just saying, Isa wanted you to join the team.
You know, I am just having my dinner and people are telling me to join. Okay.
Are you, Isa? Are you still wanting? Lorena on.
Yeah, she's on there. She's on there.
Well,
Okay,
what
cool.
do I do?
You'll have to organize team comps. Are you still wanting Lorena, Isa?
She's on the team though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I keep it Toxico
I
Salad.
mean, I don't think two
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's you, Mr. Salad.
On the red.
Okay, and then blue team. Who does Isa want? Noxie, okay.
What's Impact on?
Impact is on, I believe it was on Necromancer. I think, or Necro, as far as I'm aware.
Sure, why not? You can play whatever, you know.
You can talk team comps in your chat. I'll give you a few minutes while we go over things.
Yeah.
You can change things up as long as we don't like class stacking is allowed if they fulfill two different roles. Like what we're saying is Keep Sethi, he's running the support build, while Keep Vanish is running the side noder, which is allowed. That's sort of the loophole behind it. They're filling two completely different roles. It is allowed. Yep, these are who would you like? A pig and that, cool. We just had okay, we have got two teams. So if the two teams would like to go into their relevant channels, and we can get things going from there. Which colour won? Chat, does anyone remember? I can't remember. It was really close. It was a close game. Like, really close. That's the thing. I think red team won it, as far as I was aware. Blue got a win today. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 2 mins to organise comps. Then Alright, so basically, when it hits 40 min, so 21, 40. So yeah, you've got 2 minutes, guys, to sort of organise things. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the team comps, which they are sort of looking at. And we've got this pretty standard sort of heal breaker. We've got Krill on standard DP, pretty meta. King Vanish running the side node warrior. We've got Toxico Salad running a really like high damage build, using Test of Faith. He's making use of the longbow true shot, can do a hell of a lot of damage at range. And then we've got Impact running the sort of power core necro. You know, we've got Isa running the we've got Isa on the support. We've got Garkos running Condit Thief, full degenerate, which the Thieves Guild really like dangerous sort of combo. We've got Bagonet running the burn and DH making a lot of more plays. Lorena again bringing out the Lorena, that's interesting. Okay. both teams making use of the power core necro here. Lorena sort of going more on the offense here with the. I think the theory behind it is you can sort of potentially get rid of the Condis, but they aren't running curses, which is sort of the thing to sort of transfer them back, and always running the side node. So more of a. Okay, let's get the game start.
The match starts soon.
It's time. Okay, so blue team don't really have a side node as such. I think the best sort of chance of this will be Pepeganet or Always Crying, arguably more on Always Crying with the Marauder Amulet, with the +1 from Garkos. Meanwhile, red team's got a far better sort of comp to dealing for this, so Always Crying again pushing for that home node, opening up with the red team pushing for that mid fight where Krill will probably stealth and both teams are going to be stealthing up by the looks of things, and Garkos again, they're going to have the longest stealth here. So let's watch what Garkos does here, because he's got the Thieves Guild access to him. Who's going to be his first target? So both teams going to be sort of doing the exact same thing. Here, blue team are expecting sort of, by the looks of the red team push, just in case. Garkos still stealthing up with the Hide of Shadows. Oh, red team sort of have a feeling of they know where they're at. Pushing onto Impact here. Huge burst going in. Impact getting a full heal back up, so not many of the Condis going in. Red team seem to be getting the Condis all on them. Pepeganet is the first target. Oh, now Garkos is. He's probably going to stealth in a second. He's going to be looking for that cheeky decap with Always Crying. So now, as we begin, blue team have got more map control than red team. Impact seems to be fairly pressured here. Pepeganet again going to be that perfect target going down to red team. They are just mauling him down. All while this is going on though, blue team have got the rest of the map, which is really interesting. Red team didn't leave anyone behind to sort of deal with that. Keep Persephone again pushing a lot of value with the heals here. Blue team sort of being pressured, needs the peel. King Vanish again coming in with the CC, as well as all of red team just sort of chasing. A great job by Easy for sort of kiting this fight here, being chased. She does need this sort of the peel from it. Meanwhile, what have we got going on in the rest of the map? Garkos is sort of just being chased as well. Shadow stepping out of the fight, again making the stealth really degenerate. You can have so much stealth here. King Vanish is sort of probably going to be going. Garkos is going to try to challenge him, just pick him off just a little bit. But King Vanish does have access to the great Shake It Off, which removes 4 Condis. It's a huge shout that people make use of. What is going on? Blue team, even though they've sort of lost the mid fight to start with, they've picked this up really, really well and got map control by and picked up an 80-point lead right at the start of the game. Pepeganet just putting that pressure on Sephi, which is really strong. This Dragon Hunter build is so underrated. It's one of my favorites. I don't run Geisha hard. I prefer the Absolute Resolution personally because you can get that Condi cleanse. It is a great way you can include the chill. There's like an extra Condi, but you remove 5 Condis with the mid trait. So Garkos being picked up there. He's a sort of not in a situation she wants to be. Keep Sephi and King Vanish just being able to kind of keep them alive, but holding on to that node is super important. We've got still. Well, the blue team have still got hold of red team's home node. Red team are not doing a thing. Crayola needs to should be sort of decapping that as soon as they can. They're making huge value. Crayola playing rather aggressively here. We've got a few more people joining the lobby by the looks of things. I've just noticed a few people joining the Discord.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Right, now finally red team is sort of going in and capturing their home node by the looks of things. All while this is going on, we've got the fight happening. King Vanish making huge value, fighting Lorena and Iza. Iza needs to be pushing into the team fight as they are the support. Lorena again just sort of needs to be following. They need a duelist to be fighting King Vanish. They'll just leave them to sort of have the node and capture everywhere else, because if you fight into the warrior, it's not an ideal matchup for them. Garkos pushing in with a huge pressure now with the Condi Thief. That might be enough to sort of put the pressure on here. King Vanish. Now, again, look at the value he is making here. We've got a 3v1 happening on blue team's home node. Meanwhile, red team sort of being able to pick up the rest of the map, which is exactly what they need. Impact and Toxico are pushing on to the Always Crying. They need to be winning on this mid fight here, which is exactly what has happened. Are we going to go on into this? Pepeganet is just doing a great job of putting down those traps and pressure for the rest of the team. So blue team are just sort of taking this away. There's not much the red team can do. They need to sort of make the value with the thief and get the decaps, because red a lot of the time they're just leaving it open. So Krill looks like he's sort of might be making a play here. He needs to be stealthing up. Steffi is pushing onto the node here, which is great value. Oh, Krill though, getting picked up by some of those traps. Really high damage, but there's not much you're going to be able to do. Can he get out? He cannot. The buff is coming out to kill him. He can probably teleport away from it. So this seems to be just taken away by blue team. They've got a really, really strong sort of heavy Condi comp with Lorena bringing out the big damage. The Well of Darkness on top of everything is just such a high pressure skill. Bringing out the blind and the chill. There's not much players can do to sort of counteract it. And with the Berserker Amulet, you're getting a lot of damage. Now we got that. Let's just watch this mid fight pan out. Lorena being a great target for the team. She's using the Worm to port out of here. Still has a lot of the pressure. Can Lich do anything? It's sort of vulnerable here. This is where red team need to be sort of punishing that pop. Well, Lorena making great use of the Shroud just to survive there. While this is going on, Garkos decapping red team's home node, keeping that pressure on. It seems like Krill is not doing the same. Like Krill really needs to be making use of more of the decap. Like Thief is great for bursting targets and playing aggressively, but you need to sort of remember your responsibilities. Their points are down. He probably needs to be going for the sort of a decap here, but King Varnish is sort of just wanting the fight. He's just pulling blue team to them. This is where now red team need to really capitalize. This is where the Thief will make the difference in the outnumbered fight, because two people are on blue team's home node. They do outnumber the mid fight, but Impact is dropping down. He probably needs a little bit of support. Not enough Condis for the consume conditions to make it a huge impact. Being chased, being pressured, there's not much they can do. If King Vanish again dropping down here, but this is going to be a bad situation for red team, so blue team are going to outnumber the mid fight now. All while they are picking up the buff, the sword buff as well. Again, it's just going to be taken away by blue team. There's not much red team can do. Hello, Jasmine in the chat. So we're just going to watch how this team pans out. We've got King Vanish sort of pushing into the 1v1 against Always Crying, but Always Crying might be able to pick up the node before this happens. Again, huge value while this is all going on. Krill, again, he's lost the fight. He sort of needs to bail out straight away. The Condis are too much. Blue team taking it away again. So Toxico's Salad, for some reason, still wanting that 1v1 on mid. Right now, they should push it. They should use the stealth opportunity to be pushing onto far. So while this is all going on, they do have the Trapper Amulet, but they've only got 2 traps. Probably not the best choice. They do have the renewed focus, sort of keep themselves alive. Right now, they're going to be pushing on and getting that decap. But while this is going on, they've got the Pagan with arguably the better Dragon Hunt build with the burns, because Toxico's Salad, if you notice, they do not have a lot of Condi cleanse. They have Contempt of Purity, but because there's a burn, there's not much they can do with that. They're not even running the Hunter's Fortification. They're just running full damage, which this ain't PvE. This don't work. You need some sort of self-sustain. While this all going on, red team are card committing onto their home node, trying to get some points on the board, but there's not much they can do with blue team 80 points away from it. Lorena's popping a last-ditch effort with the Lich to try and get some kills. But red team are hard committing, but they're still going down. Blue team doing a great job of sustaining, ease of supporting them with To The Limit, and not a great target to pressure. You want to be sort of trying to burst with the combinations that red team have got. They've got the high damage Dragon Hunter, they've got a high damage Core Necro, and they've got Crayola, which is huge. Sort of, they could do a huge burst, but they're not making use of it. Meanwhile, they've got blue team have got sort of the Condis from Papagana and Garkos being able to put huge pressure on the team, as well as the sort of power from Lorena, and they've got a better all-round comp, which is a lot stronger. So blue team have basically mollywopped red team there. There's not much to say about that. Yay, blue one. Yep, blue team are getting the win today. There we go.
Nerf Core Necro, please.
They were both teams were running actually a power Core Necro. Do you guys know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, both of you.
Okay.
You were both running, like Lorena. You were running Berserker, and Impact was running Marauder. Like you were both running power, so you were all like Necro, but you were running like weird builds.
Berserker is the way. Nothing else.
No, that my Necro was
Yeah.
a power one.
Yes, you said she was on power. She was on running Zerka. No, it's really good. Both teams were making use of the Dread trait. You know, the one which gives quickness, 1 fear, so you'll be able to basically abuse that, which is really cool. Okay, round 3. We want some free to joins. If you weren't in the last games, sort of try and get involved. This is the opportunity. If you weren't in sort of the games before, which I think everybody those I think it was just the Woo who hasn't. Just get involved, and then I will sort of mix up the teams depending on stackedness. Who we got here? Oh, it's Benzo. Okay. Benzo sneaking in with okay.
Is this free join or what?
Yes, free to join. Free join. We do free join, captain, free join, captain, free join, captain. Okay, I feel like blue team's fairly fucking stacked. Right, okay, what are we thinking? Well, you want to reroll 3 4. We've got a lot of thieves in the thing, so you're gonna have to kind of sacrifice that. But yeah, it's up to yourselves. We need 1 more on red team, and then we can mix things up. As long as we get 10 people in the sort of lobby, we can sort of flip things around. What have we got? Always crying.
Well, we got a Power Rev, a Condi DH, which is fantastic to take it. But
Dude.
I love the build.
Oh yeah, it's the pleb farmer. Yeah, it's the pleb farmer, man. It's the pleb farmer. It's so fucking strong. I love it.
I'm loving the support warrior. I actually played it today, Snakes.
Yeah. It's the support warrior is really fun. I've played a couple of games of it. It's surprisingly enjoyable, and more. I feel like it's really tough to get them, can kill them. It's got so much survivability. I could go Core Ranger survivability for no red, but no, I'm not Range Ranger. Okay, so what we got? We're getting red blue team joining that. Okay, Matt, I don't know. If you want, it's always crying. So we've got.
Well, we have the Revenant thing with the Celestial Amulets. Another great build on the Renegades and the Kala.
Yeah, we need 1 person to join red team. That's the important thing.
Cheek. Richard.
They're cheats.
Hasn't played.
There's the thief. Just join and play. Yeah. Just join and play. Just someone join in. Just someone join. Then we can mix the teams up and sort of on stacked wise, because blue team is fucking stacked right now. Because you've got. I'll probably put. Oh, I tell you what, okay, yeah, there we go. This can work. That's a little bit more. Garcus Arena, always crying. What do you think, Corell? Are these sort of balanced?
They don't look too balanced to me. But sure.
I don't know. It's like you got a bit of a pain train. I feel like blue team has definitely got the better sort of. I might swap always crying for Benzo. Do you reckon? Because then they've got the. I think that'll be a little bit better because then you've got quite a bit of burst on red team. What do you think?
Anybody, any input on this besides us?
I mean, I'd say just play, but...
I'm there.
Is everybody happy with it? If people are happy with the teams, I'm not really bothered. But I kind of want to get some good games.
Well, let's not forget that we're trying to, I mean, as me as well, trying to learn a bit about the game. So what kind of comps would be, you know, like sure the rating, but we're all kind of on the same skill level, let's say, up and down.
I just think my warrior support will kind of fall flat.
We've got Lorena, you can sort of talk to them. You've got always crying, running. Okay, yeah, well, they're running more sustain. I feel like it can work. They've just got a lot more sustain on the. I feel like this because they've got. Yeah, blue team don't really have a. They have the Celestial Side Order. We've got one as team fight. I think let's just get this going.
Okay then.
Okay, so if you guys want to go in team chat, I'll give you again a bit to sort of organize team comps or whatever, and me and Cruella can go through the team comps as in when you're changing them. Okay, so we've got Always Crying running the Great Sword. We've got people. Benzo is blue team. I'm going to swift you down now, Benzo. I'm going to sort of do a little bit of mediation. Have we got everybody in? No. So right, Krill. Do you want me to do red team? You do blue team?
I don't care.
Red team running sort of a Great Sword Core Guard. Garkos running the full degenerate build. Yeah, full degenerate. We've got a Berserk Core Necro. We've got Keeper Sethi running a Heel Breaker, and King Vanish running the pretty standard Side Guard Warrior. Meanwhile, Krill, you want me to take up blue team?
Sure, yeah. I really like Power Red. That's always one of those big picks. I'm looking forward to Teeth and Rev maybe getting some nice burst
The
stuff.
match starts soon.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then we've got Easer on the Heel Breaker, Ghost Daddy Senpai on the Kawa Renegade, and we've got a DPT. Pretty standard builds for a lot of them. Let's just see how this goes. So, ooh, red team already looking for the far push by the looks of things. They're all stealthed up, ready sort of to delete somebody. Some poor soul coming across their way, but it seems that red team, if they were blue team was smart, they might have put something there. The traps, but they completely ignored them. Oh, they just snuck through both of the traps. Oh, that's brilliant. And then Ghost Daddy Senpai just being straight up deleted from the game. Keeper Sethi picking up the home node here, which is sort of reasonable for them, but they need to link back up for the team fight here. Always Crying sort of going for this side node hold. Blue team already picking up the mid fight. Paganek going to be making great use of his AoE skills. He's sort of being pressured here. Let's look at Benzo here on the power rev can make something happen. It's a really good opportunity to sort of punish some of the players on the team with a burst. Like King Vanish already going down there. Huge delete from blue team. I didn't even see what happened there. Did you go?
That was actually a bad push by Vanished, going on point there pushing because his team wasn't yet engaging and he was 1v4 essentially.
Okay, but meanwhile we have got a blue team are getting the res on the target, but Keeper Sethi again. It's like an interesting. He's doing sort of a good thing of making a 1v3, but as a healer, he should be pushing with the rest of his team or making. They are really strong. The Core Warriors got 1v4 happening. Red team have picked up both side nodes though, so if so,
Garkos just tried to outnumber the Rev and he couldn't, so he moved on to Beast right now. Let's see what he does. The team fight is still, however, going on, but it's still 2 points skip taking for red team, and you see it's 130 right now.
Yeah, so that's exactly what.
Lorena on the neck.
Yeah, red team are just like kind of stalling them out, but Garkos though making the sneaky decap, dude.
Again, Lorena down.
Yeah, I think the call.
For red team, I think Garkos makes a mistake here, for maybe not pushing in time, going for that beast. But they're racking up a lot of points still. So.
Yeah, so because they have a lot of map control, Garkos can kind of afford to take the beast in such a way. I feel because they've had such a lead, just creating that bigger gap gives them a bit more breathing room from there. But,
well, look, is Iza gonna get the res on Wu?
I don't think they will. Unfortunately, there's 30 seconds till banner, but the burst is coming in. Yeah. Garkos coming in again with the burst. There's not much players can do, but still surviving. Iza is like that. Just shows the durability of of this warrior build. They are eventually going down with 4 players pressuring.
Go ahead.
But again, they're just going to bleed Iza out, which is the exact right move. They want to sort of delay. Red team wants to make use of having the blue team having no healer and allow them to sort of capture the 2 nodes and just keep sort of delaying. Once you've got your win condition, this is what we don't see from a lot of teams, especially in ranked, is once you get your win condition, once you cap 2 nodes, people often overextend, right? You'll agree with me on this, because we see it all the time, where they'll get overconfident, they'll overpush, and they'll lose. Instead of just holding onto that win condition and playing smart. Yeah, absolute Krill. In the next game we'll do that. So right now we've got watching on blue team's close. We've got a bit of a team fight going on. Lorena coming in with the core Necro. Benzo being fairly pressured. There's not much he can do. He's got his Dragon Stance on cooldown. I don't think he has his Glint available. Unfortunately, drops now. Red team, like, the Corrupts are really strong, especially with the Lorena, and they will have Spinal Shivers, and that on a Rev is so dangerous. Blue team again on the back foot here from red team. Well, blue team are holding on to 2 nodes, so they are kind of clawing their points back. King Vanish making huge value fighting like the core Rev, but not able to sort of get them off the node, because as we know, Dwarf Stance is basically incredible.
Yeah, it's really strong. But 3 players from blue team down now.
So yeah. Meanwhile, on the mid node here, we had Pepega trying to create value, but Garkos coming in for the sort of burst, and while keeping Sethi is holding mid node. So now red team again winning the nodes. And if we have a look back on blue team's home node, we've still got the fights happening. Garkos picking up the beast again, loving that PvE action. Go back to raids. But again, he's just got creating that. He's seeing the opportunities to go for them, and Corny Thief can do the beasts in such a sort of fast opportunity. They've got. This is when beast is sort of the right move in my eyes. They've got that nobody. They've got a win condition. They've got an opportunity. They're surviving the fight in the team fight. They can go around and get the beasts. That's the way beasts. I see a lot of players sort of in ranked where they'll push into the beast, and when they're losing, not the ideal situation.
For sure.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a Thief 1v1 happening on mid. All while King Vanish is trying to sort of hold on to this. He's in like a 1v sort of 3 situation. If he can just kite like a god, this is going to create really big value for red team here. If they can, is it going to be a 1v4 now?
Red team wins the capture point.
Yeah, he's out of cooldown script. He's gonna die.
Yeah, although full counter's about to come back up. Can he make full counter? There it is. And his heal skill's about to mending his back up. He's doing a fantastic job of kiting there. Meanwhile, yeah. Garkos went for the cheeky decap, but if we look on the other side of the map, the blue team Thief managed to get a decap, but there's not much. Red team are already there just to pick it up, but this is where the Thief is so strong, because they've decapped their red team's home node. He could come in and plus on keeping Sethi. That would be the ideal situation to win that mid node. But instead, he's going to be pushing the 1v1 on King Vanish, which, if I'm honest, is not a great sort of fight. Like, yes, Thief can do well with a lot of blinds, but now like Benzo's there as well, which is going to be fantastic. Now it's going to be a 1v3, but King Vanish, this is what he wants. He wants to be outnumbered, because if you look on the rest of the map, like red team have picked up their beast, and they are fighting on mid. They've just got the big lead now. So now we see Lorena popping out the Lich, putting the pressure on, but blue team just have the dome up, which is really good value, but not enough. Not enough.
Exploded there. Yeah, red team just take the game at this point.
Yeah, all red team have to do is sort of hold on to a node, but we've got blue team picking up the decap on their home node here, but they are, red team simultaneously are grabbing the mid node, and this is all they have to do. They just have to hold one node, and that's game for them, because of the value that sort of Garkos was making, and the whole team, like they would just get in they would hold 2 nodes. Garkos would pick off both beasts. Like he's done that twice. That's an extra 100 points, which he's created for red team. And it sounds daft, like Beast can be such a meme in ranked, but sort of when you have the opportunities, it's primarily like a roamer's job to go do it. That's too many people and too many sort of, especially in the lower ranks, they see Beast and go, it's a must. It's an easy 25 points. Wow.
I think this game, red team just out-rotated completely.
Yeah, red team did some really good out rotating. They sort of left King Vanish to do his job, of being outnumbered and plussing at the right time, which is exactly what they needed to do. So that's a fantastic sort of... The bunker did his job. And everybody capitalised on it.
Well,
Did
there
you
we
see
go.
that?
Potentially
Red
working,
team
getting
got
away
a
with a
capture
3
point.
cap right now.
Yeah. Seems that this is gonna be over. Ah, nice game. Good game for the red team.
I thought blue was stacked.
I know, it seemed like it. But,
Okay, I have one question. Why the fuck do I have 50% of the damage?
Because you're running Berserker and
It's a fucking connector. It's so fucking. Like, I'm not joking. Well, 48% of the damage. It's so fucking
I mean-
funny.
I like getting carried.
It's so funny. Oh my god. Like, running with 2 wells, it's broken.
yeah,
What's for Thieves and Revenant?
it's really like I remember I ran it for an AT one time and it was by accident like, oh shit, I've switched and I managed to change like and it was just like, oh, I've just dropped to like an 8k spinal shooters, 10k spinal shooters, and it was quite like, what the fuck? Surprisingly effective. Okay, Cruella, can you pop up your second POV? We're going to bring out a second POV for this game.
No, I'm really lagging right now, I can't.
Okay, right. So we need some team captains, if possible.
If somebody else can...
Yeah,
I
we
Bring
can
up the-
send you a second screen if you, I don't know, just to Discord or something.
Yes, just to
I'm also streaming it at higher quality if you want that.
it's more just on the Discord because I've already got it set up ready for it.
Right, sorry. Sure.
Let's do this.
Not sure how this looks. No, that looks great. Doesn't look great.
Okay, so.
Oh wait, I might be playing though. So.
No, okay, so we need some 2 team captains, guys. Team captains. Any team captains? Any team captains? Any volunteers?
Yeah,
Oh,
David.
we did.
Me. May I join?
Okay, Lorena, you want to be team captain? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, so we'll see what we'll see what you if you get picked or not, and then we'll figure out second POV from there. Okay, red team always get the heads or tails. So heads or tails for picking up.
Tails.
Oh, and tails it is.
Correct.
Alright. I want demolish.
Okay, I pick Isa, of course. Like, that's
2 peas in a pod, aren't you?
I pick my personal pop warrior, human warrior.
Yeah,
Oh
pocket.
my god, thank you for the card.
Right. Okay. Pavegada, it's your choice now.
Phantom.
Who? Sorry.
Phantom.
Phantom.
Goes
Okay.
Daddy Senpai.
Senpai. Ooh.
Mental.
Ooh. Oh, Benzo bringing out the try hard. It's here.
That's like Benzo, because she is so good of me.
Yeah, Benzo didn't like losing the last game, so he's like, right, everybody's getting it
Benzo's
now.
a god of Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Benzo's here to punish everybody.
Like, he fucking killed the living or ancient legend Ultimate. Oh my god.
Okay, so Pavegada, who is your 4th choice?
Mm,
I really pick Ocho.
I would like some support also, but
You
like
can, you can pick.
Sethy is
you can-
streaming,
you
so
can
I
pick.
don't
You
know.
can pick him. We can
You
figure
can
out.
definitely pick me.
Yeah, then play for me, please.
We can figure out. A second.
We need the best Codicif ever made. Okay, Arcos, come with us.
Degenerate. And I like it. Oh, look at this team. Like, Arena's out for blood, you know? Can't sit there.
Schiedsrichter, you finished eating?
Oh, so Held is here for if you anybody want to eat some Ranger goodness. And then we've also got cheaters there. Ooh.
Okay, now we need some DPS. So Noxy.
What is cheat? Yeah, okay.
Well, if you want DPS, Held has insane DPS with his
The Noxy.
ranger.
Okay, I mean Noxy. Who's Noxy? I mean,
Not me, just took a break.
is it always crime?
So you've got Held, who can obviously do insane DPS from pressing pew pews. You've got Always Crying. I don't know what Impact's playing. It's Impact N. No idea.
Okay, always crime. Please join. Isa wants you so badly.
Gonna take a. Okay. Oh, so
Yeah.
they're taking a break. Okay, so you're gonna have to pick someone else.
Isa wanted you, not me. I'm joking. I
Okay.
love you.
Okay, Lorena. So you've got
Hey, come with that. Here's the safe.
Held. You want Held?
Yeah, help.
Mr. Gruffo, join blue team. We can do this.
Oh,
There we go. You're getting some pew pew goodness.
okay, nice.
Right. Okay.
I hope it's so counter because we are just pew pew pew.
Okay, for those who are in the chat, go into your relevant teams, and anybody who is left, can I borrow a POV off you fine folks? Is anybody willing? Jazz? Can you stream by any chance on Discord?
How I do this?
At the bottom, it will say share your screen. And you can just click build those two. That's all I'll need. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not saying stream. Maybe because I don't have the app.
No, anyone can do it.
Okay.
Okay, is anybody else? Can anyone? Benzo, go to blue team.
I just opened it in the browser, so I think.
No, so on Discord.
Yeah, I have the Discord via browser, not via app.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's probably why, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we can, we'll try and sort the two POVs in a second, but while we're going, okay. Let's see if the teams are ready. All teams in. Held seems to be getting bullied by King Ramesh. Boom. We've got things going. So quickly go down the teams. We've got Paganette running the core Pleb Farmer DH build. Really strong with no stun breaks on that. King Vanish running the obvious standard side node. King Daddy Senpai Kala Renegade. Keeps Sephi pretty standard. Builds a really strong sort of team comp, quite offense with cheaters on the SS. Sword pistol, okay, and then we've got Lorena on Zerka Core Necro, we've got Shout Warrior, Benzo on the Hollowsmith, Garkos on the Condy Thief, and Held on the Pew Pew Ranger. Really strong sort of build from Held. Let's watch the mid fight here. So we've got Benzo and Garkos sort of stealthed up. We're going to be looking for the big. The might stacks are up. Benzo's going to be chasing down Sephi. That is the target they want. Huge burst with the grenade barrage on Sephi, but they're going to be able to get the barrier back up to heal this out. Lorena is sort of alone. Paganette and but Benzo is getting the heal for them. Garkos sort of getting caught in the traps as well as Lorena. Can they sort of get out of this? Lorena going down and Garkos, by the looks of things, huge sort of traps by the by Paganette and the burst from sort of everybody on the team. It can create such pressure with Ghost Daddy Senpai with the Kala Renegade. Cheats going down and Ghost being pressured as well. Blue team Benzo putting a lot of pressure on with the nades here, as well as Hell coming in with the great sword. The burst that blue team have got is just ridiculous. They can delete targets. They've got Garkos on the Condis to spam the Condis on them, held sort of pew from a distance, or with a great sword of Worldly Impact. And then you've got so blue team have got a really strong burst again with Lorena, with the Spinal Shield, so there's a lot of pressure the blue team can put out. But meanwhile, this is all going on. Red team, Held is pushing onto red team's home node, sort of kind of put the pressure on immediately and get that map control. Red team are kind of losing the mid fight. Benzo sort of pressuring Peveganet. Peveganet is kind of in a really good strong point against the Holosmith with a lot of sort of reflex and projectile defense, but they've just had that much damage and pressure put onto them beforehand. There's not much they can do. Nade's coming in strong. Vanish sort of being really brave here and pushing into the 1v4 here, which is good for good sort of opportunities, but there's not much like red team can do to capitalize on this. They've got both the side nodes here. They've got King Vanish and Phantom holding both side nodes, but red team sort of reaching. This is exactly what they're going to do. He's just sort of making the questionable decision of going for their home node here. It should be sort of either Benzo or Garkos making that rotation. Ideally Benzo, because he can hold the node if they're pushed. So right now we've got Garkos sort of trying to put pressure on with the Condi Thief on King Vanish. They are trying to make the push now. Again, Garkos straight away trying to get that decap. We've got Ghost Daddy Senpai just realising and getting out there. This is where he can outnumber into the mid fight now. So while this is going on, we've got Benzo bringing up the heat, ready for a huge, watch the grenade barrage, get ready for it, and it's going to go in a second to delete someone. Here it comes, and there it is. Boom, look at the damage that did on King Vanish. Like straight away, knocked him down to 50% health. So Benzo just sort of wanting to survive here. It's a 3v3 on blue team's home node. Both teams have access to the support. Benzo and Held are going to be there to sort of delete someone. Peveganet going to be able to put a lot more AoE pressure down as well. So we've got Iza there, and so we've got Iza, Benzo, and Held. So we've got a lot of AoE pressure. Red team sort of on the other side of the map getting pressured out. Lorena doing a great job of corrupting Senpai's boons. I can't even get me words out of them, man. Let's see what else is happening. Garkos is trying to challenge the fight on mid, making use of the shield, but Held with a huge burst there. Like, let's have a look. Like, I wish I got a sort of clip of that damage, but I think I managed to see the health bar there. But Held came in with the Worldly Impact. We saw that go in and just do so much damage. This is where blue team are taking a good opportunity to sort of stagger the respawns. If you look on the red team, sort of, all they've got is their heat. King Vanish sort of surviving now. They've got a staggered respawn. Blue team can sort of capitalise on this, get a 3-node push. This is where red team have to decide exactly what they're going to be doing. So where they're going to be pushing and what fight they want to take. King Vanish wants to have an outnumbered fight, so he's making a 1v1 situation on far. This is where probably Garkos or someone wants to be chased, but King Vanish is looking awfully pressured by Benzo. The Heel Breaker or the Warrior just can't stand the power of the Holosmith. It's just too good, has too many tools available to it. But she probably wants to be peeling for him. Look, Benzo this is the opportunity. Right, Peveganet coming in now, sort of creating a little bit of pressure, allowing King Vanish to get away, but this is fantastic peel there, but it just needs enough to get away. All else is going on. We've got Garkos coming in with Iza, sort of to get that outnumber. Blue are doing a really good job of snowballing this. They'd probably take it away if they can keep capitalising this. Held dropping, again, huge damage numbers on them. If we watch Held, like, he's running really, really offensive builds. He's running Zerka and Eagle, so it's full glass cannon. Some of the traits that he's got, just going full pew-pew. Like, you've got a leader of the pack as well, so he shares the stance. He's got Dolyak stance, which gives 6 stacks of stability. So he's got quite a little bit of defense as well available to him. Let's just see the damage that goes in. Like, look at that. Like, look how strong. Like, he just did an 8k Worldly Impact. 8k Worldly Impact. Like, the damage from it is absolutely bonkers. Now, blue team are just going to be constantly sort of snowballing here, creating the pain train with Arena and Held. Held's going to be picking up their far node, and from there it's a really good map for Ranger, because they can just be chilling up on this point here and sort of can just pew onto mid. Let's have a look on the other side of the map here. It's Pagan trying to fight Benzo with Sethi. Again, Benzo's in a really good situation. It is his home node. He's creating a 2v1. Again, Easy's coming in to sort of support Benzo on the node. They can just hold this. this is where red team need to sort of pick up. You got Cheat picking up the Ghostaddy picking up their home node. Now this is a really interesting sort of fight here. We've got King Vanish trying to fight Held. Held is losing a bit. King Vanish just got a little bit more pressure. Cheat coming in for the +1, but the Worldly Impact almost popping off and deleting Cheat from the game, but enough to sort of take down Held there between them both. This is going to be a 2v1. We've got Garkos getting into the stealth at the top here. He's going to be able to get a burst, or probably on Cheat. He's going to be the optimal target. They've got very few cooldowns left. There's the burst. There's a confusion. And that is them going out. So we've got a lot of pressure. We've got Phantom coming up with the Caliber. Garkos has the mobility. Probably be able to get the decap. All while this is going on, we've got Seth coming in. This is sort of good value here. We've got a 2v1 happening on the far node. Meanwhile, Blue Team can sort of capitalise back on that and collapse back into the mid fight. We've got Garkos coming in with it. Get ready for the Condy Thief burst on King Vanish. There we go. He's coming in. Arena again. But they're just able to snowball this and out rotate. So one thing they are doing is just keeping on their win condition. They're not overextending. They're not sort of greeding for kills, which is creating huge value for the rest of the team. Like, meanwhile, we have got 2 down for the red team. Garkos is fairly pressured, but he's able to kind of slip out with the stealth and just have so much stealth uptime. Stealth did get sort of a nerf a little bit with like Hidden Thief, so he doesn't get stealth that much. The burst is coming in and they can just snowball this. This is a really good opportunity now. We've got 4 or 5 people on mid. Garkos should be probably pushing on for that decap, but I think it's already, the win is secured. If they can just sort of stagger these kills and guarantee it, there's not much red team can do. So this is, he's got 2 choices. Either go for the decap and be greedy, which is exactly what he's doing now. He's not being greedy, he waited for the kills and now he's pushing it. While this is going on, Cheat did manage to get the decap on the sort of their far node. He's probably going to come through. There's not much they can do in this fight. They've got quite a few people. It's going to be a 3v3, but not optimal for a huge burst there. That was a strong pistol whip and things coming in for Cheat. But we've got a bit of a messy team fight here. We've got it's a 4v1, huge grenade barrage coming in on Cheat. There's not much they can do. Grenade barrage is just such a strong move. Even with the Hollow Nurses, not much players can do to sort of deal with them. Meanwhile, we've got Ghostaddy trying to pick up that home node, trying to salvage whatever they can, but it has swung in the ways of Blue Team. Alright, I think that is game.
You see that? Red team got a capture point.
Nice comment, 26.
Yep.
You got the second POV?
No, because no one was streaming. We were
yeah, I can stream now. I fixed my internet.
Okay. Well, what we'll do, this will be a sort of, this next one is going to be a free to join on Cruella. I need to be right back, so I'll let you sort of mediate the thing while it's going on. I will do this. I'm going to do.
Nobody new has joined, I think, so.
But I'll be right back.
Whoever wants to play, just join up. Free to join. Anybody else want to play?
I'm thinking about.
You know what? It would be really cool to hear some input on the compositions of teams.
I think red team is pretty nice looking in terms of classes.
Yeah, the Warriors, Hillbreaker. Yeah,
That's me.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, there we go.
2 thieves.
I think Clitoris is maybe spurting.
Alrighty, I am back. How is this going? Let's get this thing going on. Okay, what have we got? We still got 1 spot open for Blue Team. Are they just re-rolling, I'm guessing?
People re-rolling, yeah.
Okay, so Krilla's got the watch stream. Let's get this thing going. Do this.
How did you get up there always, Croy?
Boom. Okay, we've got the dual POV going. Hopefully this looks fairly reasonable in the Twitch chat. I'm not sure. Hopefully it does. There we go. Look at this fancy dual POV. Ooh.
Oh yeah, my boys have left.
What is this? Always crying, getting out the map.
It's definitely hacking.
Yeah, this is sus, you know. I'm actually curious on how you did this. This is crazy. Report. This is wild. I know all the bugs. Can you actually go in the water, or does go on, try and get in the water? Does that actually, or does it just block you off? Oh my god, you can actually go in. What?
We can do it on the water.
What? This is crazy.
Lots of weapons.
Okay.
Does he have his weapons? Yes, he has.
Underwater PvP confirmed. Like, look at this, guys. So you don't get this. Okay, so add a team. If the teams can go into the respective channels.
Why is there something underwater? Like there's the pavilion.
Oh. Krill, can you mediate Discord because I've got the main screen up and I can't see it at the moment.
What?
In fact.
Sorry?
Can you mediate Discord, please? Yeah, people are already in it. Cool. So I just need to do that.
Yeah, people are.
Okay, so ready? You ready?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they're ready.
Okay, cool. Beautiful. Look at this. This is wild that you can even get there.
We got a power chrono. Vanished.
Okay, so okay, let's have a quick look at it. We've got Always Crying running his standard. We've got all the Benzo running the Holosmith, adding Fear, bringing out the Reaper by the looks of things. Kisefti, pretty standard heal breaker. Garkos running Degenerate builds. Hyper Rev running the Kala Renegade, Arena Power Core Necro. DP Thief by the looks of things. Yep, DP Thief, Papiganet running the Blood Farmer of lots of traps, and Vanish running the Power Chrono. And nice to see it. So let's just see what's happening.
Red team wins a capture point.
Let's see how this fight opens up. Red team have still got the stealth advantage here. They're going for the big burst on Lorena. I hope they got enough shrouds sorted to deal with it. It doesn't look like it. They're able to pick them up fairly quickly, but we've got burst coming in. So look at the burst. Can Vanish make sort of big plays here with that? They're going to be trying to punish it. This needs to be the job of Garkos here to just punish the Mesmer. Although I don't know if you saw there, Krill, the amount of grenade damage that just happened on Vanished.
Didn't see.
Lorena, so we still got Lorena in chat. There we go. It says that they're going through there. So while this is all going on, we've got Garkos picking up the blue team's home node decal, which is going to sort of even out the fight for them. They are a man down. Garkos has got stealthing up here, bringing out the Thieves Guild, trying to make a big burst play on the enemy team. Thief. They are looking pretty pressured here. If the Condis can get him, the poison might drop them, and the 2 stack of poison made a huge play. We've got Always Crying going down as well. And the burst from the Power Chrono just has so much cleave, man. So much cleave. So I'm watching the mid fight here. We've got, meanwhile, on the side note, we've got the 1v1 with the Kala Renegade. Looks of things, sort of putting a lot of pressure on. Blue team are doing a fantastic job of sort of bursting down targets, but I think they just don't have enough sort of sustain to kind of keep up with it. But red team,
that's fantastic damage on Kala there.
Yeah, except
in the barrage actually.
Yeah, so the grenade barrage can sort of delete the. Once you bring enough AOE, that's sort of the counter to Kala. It can do a lot of pressure in a lot of situations, but what we found in these games that the Dragon Hunter can just do such a lot of damage and a lot of pressure to them. So now red team have got the advantage here. They've got the 2-node, they need to stall out the mid-fight. Ardian Fear pushing out, trying to bring out the Lich, but sort of the burst went down. Paganite is trying to get as much damage with the AoE there, but he got the res, but he went straight down to burn. So you watch the Condis in a second, they'll stack up. As soon as Paganite gets his traps down and things, there's not much that's going. Personally, I prefer Procession of Blades over Test of Faith, because you can put a lot more sort of pressure down on a single point. But the in and out power of it is fantastic. We've got red team sort of winning the mid fight here, but blue team again doing a really good job of picking up both side nodes and just keeping that pressure on. This is where red team might have the advantage here. Bell is going to be up fairly soon, and red team have already sort of got player on it. They've got Benzo on it, which is a good choice for the red team. He's probably going to be able to pick it up, and the red straight away getting the 25 points on the board. Benzo doesn't need to stick around there. He can sort of push to sort of +1 the Necro, so Ardian Fear on the home node here. Is the Thief versus the Reaper. Straight away the Thief doing the right thing of just getting the hell out of there. It's not a fight they want to be in. They can make better use elsewhere. So we've got Vanish, who's pretty precious, who's sticking around on mid, waiting for the burst opportunity. Again, we have got HyperX running, trying to hold the node. We've got Garkos trying to sneak in, and he's gonna get the decap. Look at this, he snuck right past him, Gorilla. Do you see that?
No, I was focusing on mid.
Yeah, Garkos got the sneaky cap on on HyperX Rev there. Meanwhile, let's have a push, have a look and see what is happening. Benzo being fairly chased here. He's just trying to get out the fight.
Two guys, red team down actually, so this may be a good time for blue team to get a snowball going. If
they can they can capitalize on the kill on Benzo, but we've got Garkos coming in sort of to support him and just peel from him a little bit, and they've got huge burst, but it's going in. Benzo's looking really pressured.
He's got the elixir, he's got the elite coming up. They got the kill in the arena.
Yeah, so it's huge opportunity, huge like sort of peel there for Garkos. While this is all going on though, if you're looking at the rest of the map, blue do have control of it, but red team, they've got sort of the numbers advantage now. Blue team have lost one of their big players of Lorena, and they've got quite a squishy sort of lineup with the Dragon Hunter, Thief and Chrono. It's not a lot of sustain there. Meanwhile, we've got the blue team's whole node, Garkos picking up the decap. Again, this is great for them. But blue team have still got that one node, holding on to it with everything they have. Benzo doing a great job on mid, so we've got a 2v, it looks like a 2v sort of, it's coming to be a 2v4, almost, 2v3 on the mid node here. We've got Always Crying picking up their home, HyperX picking up their far, or their home node as well, so both teams picking up their own home nodes, and the red team is sort of, seems to be winning the mid fight. There's so much damage potential from Benzo and Garkos, they can really delete people with their Ardian Fear as well. Such an offensive team. We're sort of going for the Hail Mary here, trying to bring out the Lich. Kind of a weird opportunity to pop it, because there's not much blue team can do to capitalize on it. I don't know what you think of that, Corolla.
Yeah, no, red team is looking really good right now.
Yes, this is a good opportunity for them to sort of capture. Again, they're on the bell, ready for it, for a 50-point game, and they're taking 3 people. HyperX Rev trying to do their best to bunker it. But there's not much they can do with the amount of pressure coming through. They've got a huge boon support, but even with all the Kala support, there's not much they can do.
RDM Necro going down on mid for the red team. So blue team's coming back maybe, potentially going for the bell here. Yeah, they're all going for the bell.
Yeah, so this is a really good choice for red team. But meanwhile, blue team pushing for the bell. But if you look at the rest of the map, red team have got control. They've still got a nose ticking in their favor, which is just going to create, like, they're going to get a 25-point lead, puts them back in the game. But red team still have control of that. This bell decides sort of how the next part of the game, the next section of the game is going to go. But red team are picking up Vanished, which is a good choice for them, because Vanish can really delete players from red team. If we look over, Sethi's being pressured without anyone peeling for him, just sat alone. We had blue team just basically just mowed him down. Meanwhile, we've got on the other side of the thing, we've got Always Crying, trying to make use. Ah, there we go. So blue team have made great use of it, putting them back in the game. But red team have got advantage of the map. We've got Garkos picking up the mid node. He's got already the Thieves Guild up ready to challenge anything. Always crying, fairly pressured, but they've got a good hold of the map here. Always trying to make a play to sort of push to the red team's home node with Zephy here. Meanwhile, blue team are kind of trying to get control of their home node and sort of try and snowball from there and get the kills going. I'm just watching Pepe. He's trying to just sort of capture his home node. Garkos is really obviously stealthing up, doing a really good job of putting the sort of his AoEs down into the Shadow Refuge there.
Yeah, red team getting control of 2 nodes now, which is really good. But if blue team can collapse really fast on mid, maybe they can still have some sort of a snowball going.
Benzo's doing a really good job of just sort of hanging around sort of the far node, keeping the pressure there, being like, well, if you leave, I'm gonna go there, and just holding it. Now, as we see here, Lorena's sort of going to be pushing into the mid fight, but Benzo is just sort of stalling it out. He's probably going to try and make a way to the far node. Now, as we see here, blue team's Thief, they've already lost the mid fight by the looks of things, so the Thief is just sort of bailing out straight away and be like, you know what, I'm going to go pick up the try for the decap. Well, Benzo's straight away going to be countering that and answering to it. Again, meanwhile, we've got this. So while that was happening, Benzo went to the defend and Garkos went for the decap, just to sort of keep the pressure on. Really good rotations there, but it has cost them the mid fight. Blue team have got 5 in mid. This is where blue team needs to sort of take advantage and really put the pressure on and go for the kills. They need to be pushing onto that probably hold to those 2 nodes there and kind of commit to the bell, which is what we see here. Benzo's going to be pushing into it. Now, as soon as Benzo pushes in, they need to burst him immediately. They've already got 2 people on cooldown, on respawn. They need to put pressure on him immediately, which is exactly what they're doing. And now they can capture the, as we see here, they are capturing the bell, which is exactly what blue team are doing, and it brings them right back into the game. So we've got the Thief 1v1 happening on close. Like, Garkos has been doing a lot of Condi Thief plays, so ideally, yes, DP Thief can beat it, but Condi Thief can just, if you one mistake, and Condi Thief can punish you. So now we're going to see the fight happening on mid. It's a huge team fight. Meanwhile,
we see Mesmer being completely out of cooldowns here. Can't do anything. Lorena really pressured.
Yeah.
As well, cooldowns had to go for Lich. Garkos played silence.
Yeah, as soon as you can kind of make the Mesmer have no cooldowns, especially this Power Chrono build, if you can sort of bait out the mirror images or the decoy, there's not much they can do. There's very little, and there's the burst coming in for the Reaper, picking them down. But at the same time, we've got Always Crying going down. Who's going to be able to get it? Always Crying going down. Didn't manage to get the rally. So what, Garkos going down as well. It just seems that red team committed far too hard into this, and this is looking like a blue team might be able to swing it in their favor. They're going to be picking up the 3-node cap. Garkos is trying to get out here, but blue team is sort of hanging around. Pepe Ganet sort of chilling in, looking for that mid-fight. He put a lot of pressure on Ardi and Fear here. This is where they need to sort of, again, capitalize on those kills. And Ardi and Fear cannot do a single thing. They're pushing that pressure on, again, getting those kills here. Red team sort of doing the right thing of trying to get out there. This is where Garkos is stealthed up exactly as he needs to. And he's going to be going for that far node push. But we have, again, at the same time, Normal Thief might be able to push him, but we've got the Mesmer answering to the Condi Thief, which probably isn't the best choice, because Garkos just needs to sort of get out there. He's like, I'm not going to hang around and go in there. Blue team are going to probably push back on that and go for the 2-node here. This is a great comeback by blue team here. They managed to pull that back.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really close game the entire time. It was a really nice lead they got, the blue team, but...
So let's have a look at the timeline while this is going on. As you can see, it was back and forth. So originally, like, blue team had the lead, then red team took the lead, and then blue team took the lead, and then red team took. It's just like back and forth constantly. Even then, at the last second, like, red team had such a big lead at this point in the last stages of the game, and the blue team sort of clawed. The bell here is what sort of decided that 50-point gain back from it. Just allowed them to sort of pinch it back and get snowball through it. It's a fantastic job, blue team. I'm going to switch back to our normal gameplay POV, and then I can sort of mediate this bit just a little bit.
Oh, should I start streaming?
So that was game number, what? 4? No, 4, was it? No, cause yeah, was that free to join, or was that?
That's free to join, yes.
So we've done. Is that number 5? That was 5th game, right, folks?
I think it was 5th, maybe, because you started free to join, then it was captains,
Yes.
and it was free to join, then captains again, and this is 5th.
Okay,
Free to
so
join.
this is going to be the final game of the evening, guys, for streaming wise. This is going to be, so if you have not played, which I believe everybody in the chat has played, but it's going to be a free to join. Get yourselves in there. Go. Let's get some games going. Is anybody in? I know. I think we've got. Is everybody sort of happy with these teams? By the looks of things, we've got. Looks kind of cool. We've got Crayola again in being a thiefy boy. Now the teams. So, folks, this is going to be the last game of the evening in regards to PvP, and then we're going to be go from there. Let's bring the memes. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay. For the last game. Okay. Right, folks. We can have a bit of a giggle. It's up to everybody. If they want meme builds, abuse. Okay.
Crying is hacking the map again.
Fuck, man. How are you doing this, dude? How is he getting out these? I need to start. I need to look these things up, man. I'm gonna start. See it. Someone wants it to. You degenerate. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Let's watch Crying. Crying is gonna do his stupid get out of the map. Okay. Jumpy there. Jumpy jump here. Jumpy jump there. What? What is this? Well, now we know. That's degenerate. Okay, is everybody ready? Nah, Birdie H is fine. Just don't stand in traps, Floyd. You know? It's all good.
It's just the person playing it.
We've had it in every single game so far, and it's going to be in the meta, so you can't really complain. People don't. Instead of complaining about the build, look to counter it. That's the idea. That's what you want. And I played it before T-Port Tony as well. You know, it's fantastic. Everybody's like, oh, I love it, and you're like, Right. Okay. Is everybody ready? Okay, everybody in the team channels, go. A bunch of degenerates. Well, Tiger, you're red. I'm gonna start pulling people in there. What have we got? Okay, right, you're all being a bunch of degenerates and not talking.
The match starts soon.
So, we've got Kalarev again, we've got some Condi degenerate sort of build with traps, which is kind of cool. Bringing on the Power Necro. Cheat Run is a really degenerate sort of wizard. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So, Pew Pew Daredevil. Okay, I like it. I've seen him run this before.
Seize theirs.
Vanished is running the Power Colga, the Condi DH with the burns. We've got Held on the big Pew Pews. We've got Crayola running some degenerate sort of meta. Benzo on standard meta, and Always Crying running the Great Sword. So let's see how this pans out. We've got blue team, both teams picking up the whole note here. Always Crying, getting out of the burst there. Like Vanish really committing on that. There was so much damage, but it just sort of kind of got. I don't know how I believe the dodge sort of happened. We've got the Gravity Well making a good job sort of CCing players here, but it's sort of still even. Both teams looking really quite healthy. Vanish ain't got much like many cooldowns available. Crayola trying to do a great job of sort of pressuring him here. While this is going on, we've got Torben going going for the sort of decap on here. I don't know why their character is not showing up on here. This is kind of unusual. I'm not sure of why that is. I'm going to check my quick settings here, and we're going to go above. There we go. That's going to be a lot better. Now we can see players. So we've got Torben going in there. I'm not sure why that's happening. Obviously, we'll playing, and we've got Crow Tiger picking up the help. The kill on Hell. We've got both the Condis going in big, so she's doing a really good job with that meme build of the pew pew. Sometimes catching players off with the meme builds can be quite a good opportunity for like French technology tactics. It doesn't have to be the best build, but it can kind of catch people off because they don't know how to play against it. And while this is going on, we've got Cruella who can. Right now, he should be stealthing up and trying to go for that decap. If Crow decides to leave it, but he's going to be making a push onto the mid fight, trying to sort of outnumber the fight. He's got looking for a fight on Lorena. Lorena's going to be pushing into a really dangerous position here onto the 1v sort of 3 on mid. But red team have kind of captured both. Looks like they're going to be capturing both this side. So we've got Hyper Rev sort of picking up the home node. We've got Benzo sort of pushing in, sort of to kind of fight him. Benzo is known to beat this fight. He's going to be needing the +1. While this is going on, we've got Vanish. He's going to be pushing in a wall. But meanwhile, we have got Lorena going down, as well as Torben looking awfully pressured on. They don't really want to be fighting. Like, she's doing a great job of sort of just blinding the hell out of him. So much like blind pressures. Like, you can drop the black powder. It's got the smoke screen. You've got a lot of projectiles with the physical projectiles with the unload on them. And Benzo dropping down with a burst. I didn't manage to actually catch that there. So red team doing a really good job of sort of holding these both the nodes and sort of staggering these kills. They just keep capitalising on it. HyperX Rev sort of being fairly pressured and great use of the taunt sort of pull kick plays over. They're chasing Cruella, they want that kill on him, but he's a little bit too slippery, sort of getting away. Got Torben still capping on that home node, trying to keep themselves in the game. But red team don't want to go greed for this. They need to kind of capitalise on winning the mid fight. If they can get the kill on Crayola, if they get a kill on Crayola, that's again, they'll have 2 players down. So they really need to push this instead of pushing Torben. Because what's going to happen now, you'll see the part of them are overcommitting onto sort of the node here. And meanwhile, like Torben is getting fully pressured by them. So let's just see what happens here. So they've overextended. Lorena's awfully sort of pressured on the back. Blue teams can capitalise on this. Probably see Crayola go for a try and get a burst on them. HyperX Rev looking for the peel. Meanwhile, we've got a 4v2 happening on them, and straight away they're going to be trying to hunt in for the Mesmer. That needs to be the job. Just punish it as much as they can. They're going for the. All while this is going on, red team just kind of keeping the points ticking in their favour. They're not overextending. They're not doing anything crazy. They're just sort of keeping it how they need to. She's doing a really good job of with the pew pews coming in and the blinds. It's the 4v2, 3v2 in this situation. Cheat does not want to be hanging around here. This is a really not a fight he wants to be sticking with. Now red team are awfully pressured. They've got Cheat is so low here, and they're going to be trying to get the kill. Lorena again pressured by Held and Benzo. Do they have enough damage to sort of keep that down? Huge damage there. We've got an 8k worldly impact followed by like an 8k enduring swing. So that is just wild. So I will in a second. I will just move this, so then you guys can see the damage. That's just gone in. 8k worldly impact, 8k enduring swing, which is absolutely phenomenal damage.
Team takes a capture point.
So Held can just. The Ranger is really dangerous and can do a lot of sort of pressure on players when played right. And there's Crow doing a really good job there, making use of the sort of the beast that can. So he's stowed his pet as well, which is an interesting choice. I'm not sure if that's sort of the wisest thing. So I see his lead. So he's in beast mode currently. There we go. I'm just being a Pepega with things not showing up on the screen. Torben managed to sort of survive here. They haven't got any cooldowns, no heals or any defensive abilities available. Going down, so Lorena is sort of able to punish this. But always quite. They have got teammates to res it. Lorena does not want to be stuck around there. That's a foolish move, Lorena. To stick around that, needs to be getting out that. Red team picking it up. Torben putting that down the AOE pressure. Meanwhile, we've got Held putting the pressure on Cheat, but Cheat's doing such a really good job of sort of surviving this. The key things with this build right now is that he's making use of Bound, which is a elite finisher, so he can combo that. He's got a lot of access to stealth, with Smokescreen and Black Powder, because you can use both to sort of, it doesn't need Heartseeker. So let's see who's going down here. Cruella looking awfully pressured, but he's going to be able to get out of this fight. Torben again pushed and just deleted. We've got Vanish who's going to just keep the cleave on there, but blue team sort of managing to claw this back from red team's lead, but red team have got control of their nodes. A lot of boons for blue team here coming in. They're going to be able to sort of delete cheat, which is great, deleting the thief from this game here. Held's going to be able to come in with a Wardley impact in a couple of seconds here. Just watch the damage come through. Here we go. We just wait. He's got the defensive abilities coming in. Get ready. Oh, he cancelled that. Cancelled that Wardley impact. 7 again. An 8k. Was that 8k more? Oh, 7k Wardley impact, and the damage output from Held today is absolutely phenomenal. We've got the Mesmer and the Rev going down here. Really good opportunity for blue team to sort of keep capitalising. But what was going on? Red team have still got control of the map. But blue team are picking up their home node here, and they should be able to pick up the mid node here. It is a 4v3, so opportunity is in the blue team's favour. But the red team is sort of getting their players back, sort of make the fight a little bit even. Corella going to be going for the decap here, which is going to put huge pressure on the red team now, because then it's going to swing the momentum in the blue team's favour, because they're going to be having the node available to them. It looks like Corella is just going for the decap. HyperX Rev is going to be sort of going for that cap there again. But now look at the opportunity here set by the blue team. They've got someone on respawn. HyperX Rev is on here, and that's just going to get like how many players here are going to be creating a good outnumber. So it's 3v2 on the mid fight here. But can they capitalise on it? Cheat is doing a fantastic job of just blinding people, but Sword of Justice needs to be what they're going for here. Meanwhile, they've picked up their home node as well. We've got Held joining the fight, which is going to be big damage available. They're going to just keep pressuring Torben. There's nothing they can do. It's going to be taken away. Oh, a little bit of damage with the shield absorption there. Put down the pressure. They need to really punish. Cheat's making huge sort of play making with the amount of blind he's just pumping out for fun. Red team's still in the lead, but it's going to be quite whoever wins this sort of home node, which it looks like it's going to be going in the blue team's favour here, because they are sort of staggered. They're getting the kills a lot easier. Held is just farming people. It'll be really interesting to see what sort of stats Held is getting by the end of this thing. The spectator UI is very buggy with range pets. Yeah, it does seem like that way. I'm not really sure what the but we're not going to concentrate on that. We know by the animations what people are doing. Held is going to be going in. If you watch the worldly impacts that come in, but the cheat is doing. Watch the blinds that come out in a second on. There's the Condis. There's a huge damage. They will pop in the bear stance. That's the Condis gone. Again, 7k, only 7k worldly impact. You can. I've seen higher as well. Well, Held dropping a really powerful sort of fight here. Meanwhile, on this is going on. We've got a big team fight happening on the red team's home node. They're just getting farmed here. There's huge sort of playmaking potential from the Dragon Hunter here. Now we've got 4 people on the home node. They're going to be collapsing on sort of the mid node here. We've got seems like it's going to be a 2v1. Red team is sort of quite hesitant to push into the fight here. They're going to be going, nah, I can create a huge value. Also, we're going to team back up. We're going to create a three-man team here. We're going to have where are we at? We're going to get should we get Vanished? There we go. That's who I wanted. I was just being a competitor. So we're going to get Vanished, Hyper Rev, and Lorena sort of trying to team up and have that fight here. But already out of a couple of cooldowns here. Vanished being fairly pressured. Blue team again are now able to pick up the rest of the map. Put red team right in the back foot. They need to sort of regroup their forces, push a fight, and get that in there right now. Vanish getting pushing into the into this. He's going to try and get that home node. Red team need to split the fight up. This is where right now we need Cheat to be running elsewhere and putting immediate pressure onto their far node, which it looks like he's got. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. Held is hanging around there, so he needs to sort of stealth up. Held trying to put the pressure on with the pew pew. Jumping up, really fantastic use of the B skill there. Trying to get the Maul. Cheat doing a great job of sort of just baiting out all those cooldowns. So while it's going on, Crow Tiger doing a fantastic job of splitting the map, putting pressure on the enemy far node, on the far node here. So red team are kind of maybe bringing this back. They're doing a good job of sort of splitting them up, but blue team just kind of gathered their forces and just like, no, you know what, I'm going to fight on their node and outnumber the fight. Crow right now needs to be sort of pulling back and sticking on that home node, because look what's happening right now. Crayola is coming out of spawn. He's just going to just get this straight decap. It's going to be easy. Crow's coming back in. Really smart maneuver. Will he get there in time? But Crayola does not have access to Bazzi measures. There's not much he can do. Trying to spam that headshot, but Crayola should just probably leave the fight because Crow Tiger is running a really degenerate build. We're always crying, sort of coming in for the +1 here. Like look at the stacks of poison already available. Now Crayola pushing and trying to put as much pressure on, but if we have a look at what Crow Tiger is running, he's running the Rabidam here, which gives him a lot of toughness available to him. Looking on the other side of the map, Red Team making that comeback by the looks of things, putting the pressure on and getting the kills. It looks like Torben and Held are going down. This is a good opportunity. Crayola needs to be kind of getting out there. It's not a res opportunity. You are not getting that, Crayola. That is a crazy push. He needs to sort of getting out there, stealthing, but it doesn't look like he's going to be. Oh, this is dangerous. Pretty obvious on where he's going to be going. He needs to sort of stealth up and push onto that banner, sort of split the map up, but Benzo's doing the right thing of pushing onto it for him. So what we're doing now is split the map again, keeping it on there. We've got Arena and Hyper-Rev sort of pushing in. Hyper-Rev going to put pressure onto the node. He's got the Spirit still to protect him and split the fight up. Arena and coming in, we've got that. So it's going to be a 3v2, but 4v2, Red Team know that they've got the rest of the map. They can afford to push onto that one node and sort of secure it. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have got a Crow sort of being pressured by Held. Held can, again, put that damage out from range and up close. Torben pushing on all the pressure in the world. Let's have a look at Red. Seems like Red Team might be able to sort of claw this back, but Blue Team doing a good job sort of get the kills down on Red Team. So they've got Arena down and Crow's already down. If they can kind of capitalize on this and hold this lead, it looks like they're doing a good job. Held is sort of holding on to the Blue Team's home node. Meanwhile, we've got Cheat doing that fantastic job with that blind. Really interesting build. It doesn't seem Blue Team can answer anything to it. Crow is doing his best to sort of to fight it, and Benzo pressuring with the nades. So Blue Team are trying to win the mid fight and the home node, but I don't. That's probably enough. That's all they need to do. They just need to secure one node. Meanwhile, we've got Crow and Cheat pushing on to let's fight Held. Blue Team needs to send someone back to support him as well. But we lost it again. It looks like there's not much Red Team can do at this point. It is just over. And it's quite an interesting match. We went back and forth there. Let's have a quick look at the timeline. So it's back and forth for quite a long time, and it was at one point, it was at this point here where Blue Team sort of snuck it away and managed to sort of a lot of kills going in throughout the game. I'm interested to see how much damage Held did during that game.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
Right. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic. Alright, so from my part, that's the organizational part done from my bit. I'm going to be kind of finishing off the stream. If you are interested in joining, I will post a link to the Discord in the chat. But guys, thanks for joining for the in-houses. I don't know if you guys want to keep playing, but I'll be jumping off. We do these every Sunday, as we know. So if you are wanting to join the Discord. All the information is there. I tried, Jazz. I'm not a commentator. Just shout what I see. Held, how much damage did you get there, dude? Because I was just reading the combat feed of your stuff.
Not that much.
Really, dude? It's like the burst on that build is just disgusting, man. It's like you...
Yeah, but like, I do not survive, and when the Condis... I have one Condi cleanse on it. And when the enemy team has a Condi Soul Beast and a Condi Thief, they will just kill me all the time. I can't do any damage in this.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, thanks very much for joining. I will be off, but yeah, catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.